This line chart tracks the trajectory of male testosterone prescriptions over recent years. Today, between 1.5 and 1.7% of all males in the United States are actively exposed to androgen therapy. Physicians prescribe it primarily based on consistent morphological outcomes. Randomized controlled trials have repeatedly proven that exogenous testosterone increases fat-free mass and improves bone mineral density in the short term. Tracking a cohort across a 70-year lifespan to measure chronic disease is financially impossible. Traditional trials rarely progress past 3 years of observation. Because of this limit, they fail to capture endpoints that take decades to develop, like myocardial infarction, dementia, and prostate cancer. Traditional clinical trials simply cannot run long enough to determine the lifelong safety profile of exogenous testosterone exposure. Epidemiologists bypass this structural time limit using a methodology known as Mendelian randomization. To execute this, researchers turn to the UK Biobank, extracting medical and genetic data from a massive cohort of 161,268 males. Instead of relying on a short-term chemical intervention, this methodology analyzes genetic predispositions. It maps the lifelong health outcomes of individuals whose DNA naturally programs them to produce higher testosterone. By treating genetic inheritance as the baseline variable, Mendelian randomization effectively turns the entire 70-year human lifespan into a continuous natural clinical trial. The logic of this method rests entirely on meiosis, the process of cellular division that creates human gametes. In a traditional trial, a computer algorithm assigns participants at random to either a treatment group or a placebo group. Meiosis performs the exact same function. At conception, genetic variants are randomly sorted and passed down, categorizing individuals into genetically defined high testosterone or low testosterone groups. Because this genetic assignment is locked in at fertilization, it dictates a subject's endogenous testosterone levels for their entire life. This biological lottery perfectly isolates the variable. It strips away environmental and lifestyle confounders, like a patient's diet, their exercise frequency, or their socioeconomic status. The governing rule of the analysis is simple. If the group genetically randomized to produce high testosterone experiences higher rates of a specific disease, the relationship is causal, not correlative. By utilizing this genetic randomization, researchers obtain unconfounded proof of causation without waiting decades for a clinical trial to finish. Across the 160,000 subjects, the researchers needed to measure a highly specific biological exposure, calculated free testosterone. The data risked severe biological interference from sex hormone-binding globulin, or SHBG. This protein binds to testosterone in the bloodstream, rendering it inactive and distorting the measurement of free, usable hormone levels. To prevent this interference, the researchers applied a strict exclusion filter. They identified any genetic variants associated with SHBG production and stripped them out of the analysis entirely. This aggressive exclusion isolates the pure biological effect of free testosterone acting on target tissues. The resulting genetic risk score provides an uncontaminated metric, measuring lifelong free testosterone exposure completely isolated from hormonal crosstalk. This scatterplot maps the resulting data. It tracks 461 distinct health outcomes directly against the isolated testosterone genetic risk score. The genetic data flawlessly replicates the morphological benefits seen in short-term clinical trials. The math is precise. Every 0.1 nanomole per liter increase in calculated free testosterone correlates with a 0.40 standard deviation increase in heel bone mineral density, alongside a significant rise in fat-free mass. The data also reveals a decrease in C-reactive protein, confirming that long-term endogenous testosterone exerts an immunosuppressive, anti-inflammatory effect on the body. But the phenomoid mapping also quantifies the detriments of that exposure. Genetically elevated testosterone directly increases the risk of prostate cancer, carrying an odds ratio of 1.51. Alongside the oncological risk, the data shows definitive increases in elevated hematocrit percentage and androgenic alopecia. The genetics prove a strict biological trade-off. The morphological enhancements are guaranteed, but they arrive with a mathematically proven oncological cost. The cardiovascular data provides equally specific boundaries on the risks of free testosterone. Elevated free testosterone carries an odds ratio of 1.17 for hypertension, an effect that occurs simultaneously with a decrease in protective HDL cholesterol. However, the massive dataset shows zero causal links to myocardial infarction, heart failure, or ischemic stroke. The cardiovascular impact is limited to blood pressure and lipid modulation, not acute structural failure. The results also settle long-standing metabolic hypotheses, specifically the theory that testosterone intervention can reverse or prevent type 2 diabetes. The data shows that lifelong elevated free testosterone has absolutely no causal benefit for type 2 diabetes. It also dispels the theory of neurological protection. Higher testosterone offers no measurable benefit for cognitive outcomes or dementia prevention. Testosterone is neither a systemic cardiovascular trigger nor a metabolic panacea. Its effects are highly localized and strictly bounded by the data. This horizontal forest plot validates the entire analysis. It directly compares the lifelong Mendelian randomization effect estimates against the short-term estimates gathered from traditional clinical trials. The magnitude of the morphological changes observed in the genetic analysis closely aligns with the physical changes measured in patients receiving exogenous testosterone. Because the genetic data replicates the known clinical reality so accurately, its predictive power is mathematically validated. We can trust the Mendelian randomization data to accurately extend our vision past the 3-year barrier of traditional observation. Clinicians can use these genetic findings to accurately predict the decades-long biological realities of initiating exogenous testosterone therapy today. Measured, conclusive. We can distill all 461 outcomes down into a single, legible matrix for clinical decision-making. In the morphological quadrant, the therapy guarantees improvements in bone density and muscle mass. Those benefits must be weighed against the specific risks isolated in the oncological and cardiovascular quadrants, increased rates of prostate cancer and hypertension. Finally, the metabolic quadrant proves that clinicians must abandon the pervasive idea of testosterone as an anti-aging or metabolic cure-all. By utilizing Mendelian randomization, endocrinology moves past observational guesswork. Doctors can now precisely weigh the lifelong oncological risks of therapy against its guaranteed morphological rewards.